Welcome back to Desk Careers, everybody. I'm so excited to bring our guest, Maha Aboughali, who is the Business Development and Marketing Director for Moorfields Eye Hospital here in Dubai. October is all about empowering our aspiring medics and our young students who are looking at the medical industry as an aspiration for their future career. Welcome, Maha. It's so exciting to have you here today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
I am really excited to bring Moorfields Eye Hospital to desk and desk careers in our community. I want our aspiring medics to understand what an organization that potentially they might be wanting to apply to in the future, what it really looks for, and the types of services that it provides for the community and for the talents and skills that it requires of its future talent. So let's start right at the beginning. Talk to us about Moorfields. What are you known for here in the region?
Okay, well, Moorfields Eye Hospital Dubai is the first overseas branch of Moorfields Eye Hospital NHS Foundation Trust. We're over 200 years old in London. We've opened here back in 2007. We started out as a team of 20 individuals, and we've grown steadily over the years. And luckily now we're a team of over 70 here in Dubai. We've opened our second location in Abu Dhabi a few years back in around 2016, and that's a joint venture. Moorfields Eye Hospital is a center of excellence in ophthalmology, basically. So we do treatment, teaching, education, research. A lot of the ophthalmologists in the UK and in Europe overall and worldwide, they've all completed fellowships in Moorfields London because it's also a teaching hospital. We have over 300 doctors there in London. Here we have, as I mentioned, a team of around 70 employees plus, and we do everything from basic eye screenings to complex eye surgeries. We have an affiliation with the Mohammed bin Rashid University of Health and Medical Sciences. So we are running the undergraduate ophthalmology course for them as well. So we're teaching, hopefully, the doctors and the clinical professionals of the future in ophthalmology. And we've actually just started with our first batch of clerkships here at the hospital with the MBRU students.
That's exciting. Lots for our students to get excited about. What types of services can a customer look forward to receiving when they walk into the hospital in Dubai and Abu Dhabi?
So basically all of the subspecialties within eye care, all of our team members, especially the clinical team members, are subspecialists in their respective fields. So we have consultant ophthalmologists. They're basically our eye surgeons, and they have different subspecialty areas. So you'll have a team, department, a service line of retina and uveitis, for example. So we have our consultant vitreoretinal surgeons, medical retina specialists, uveitis specialists. We have glaucoma. We have consultant glaucoma surgeons. We have cornea and refractive. So anything to do with corneal transplants, corneal diseases, keratoconus, and vision correction surgery, the cosmetic vision correction surgery like LASIK. We have a team of pediatric ophthalmologists as well. So they'll do all of the screenings for children and even babies. We do retinopathy of prematurity screenings. We have basically, we have visiting consultants with genetics, so genetic eye disease and ocular oncology. So essentially all of the subspecialties within eye care, everything and anything that has to do with eye care can be covered. Oculoplastics visiting consultants, so they do the cosmetic work around the eyes, whether that's aesthetic or whether it's trauma-related eye surgeries. And we have an allied health team that's comprised of optometrists, orthoptists, nurses, of course. So all of those teams, those team members, even our optometrists are subspecialists. We have contact lens fitting specialists and glasses prescription specialists. Our orthoptists work with our aviation professionals and our children, especially people with squint, strabismus, and any child, because what they do, a lot of their work involves measuring, seeing how the eyes work together and the movement of the eye. And obviously we have a full administration staff, multilingual staff. So basically everything from basic screenings to the most complex eye surgeries are procedures that we can cover here in the hospital.
So I want to talk to you about being a business development and marketing director. And I know that we have business students who are really interested in the medical industry. What would you say, Maha, would be the top tips for a business student that will consider working in the medical industry? What types of things should they be learning about this early in their academic journey?
Well, definitely in terms of, both the business development and the marketing side, a lot of it is, networking, the contacts that you have, having the right strategy you put together, because word of mouth marketing is very important in healthcare, especially. So anyone that is pursuing, anything in the healthcare field, you have to realize that your word of mouth marketing is your key strategy to success. Other than the general awareness. I mean, living in the UAE, it's a very competitive landscape. There are a lot of people offering different specialty services in healthcare. So it's making sure that you're looking into what are the most innovative ways to differentiate yourselves. You have to look at what are your unique selling propositions. And again, the contacts and the networking and that word of mouth are really essential. Working with government entities and insurance companies. So, people are always looking for a place that is covered under their insurance as well, because you don't necessarily want to pay out of pocket. With the regulation here, insurance is mandatory for all employees, for all residents. So people do now more and more look for places that are covered. So you have to have good relationships with your insurance companies, for example, to make sure that when somebody contacts you, at least you're trying to cover as many people as possible to make your care accessible to those people. Those government and regulatory relations are also crucial, because you also want to be somebody that they turn to for whether it's an advisory positions or whether it's more development or innovation, and how to lead and how to continue to grow.
What would Moorfields want the community to remember about their eye hospital?
Definitely is making sure that you have regular screenings, whether it's at Moorfields or anywhere else. Making sure that just the way you schedule a health check, individual checks for your overall health and wellness, is making sure that your eyes are also checked annually by a specialized eye doctor. Because a lot of problems and a lot of issues can be, if they're detected early on, you can basically avoid potential surgery later. So, that prevention is better than cure is always something that we really like to follow, and that we like our patients to adhere to. And we do have a lot of loyal patients that come in, they bring their families in, they bring their children in. I bring my daughter in every single year to make sure that I have her vision checked as well, because even with children, especially, they don't know what they're seeing, if it's right or wrong. They have no frame of reference. So they could be suffering in school as a result of poor vision, and the parents aren't aware of that until they have their eyes checked. So the importance of regular screenings, I think, is definitely one that we like to, just like you go to the dentist once every 6 months, make sure you get your eyes checked by a professional once every year.
Work very closely with the doctors at the hospital. I know that you are in constant communication with them. Any aspiring medics watching this right now, what top tips would you offer them to build on their communication skills with non-medical professionals in their future?
Wow, that's a challenging question. I would say definitely, again, that networking and the communication skill set. There are online courses even, and if you go on LinkedIn, there's a lot of free and Coursera. There are different free courses available on effective communication skills, selling with empathy. How do you approach, what are the best ways to approach patients? Because it's in the same way. At the end of the day, and you are unfortunately in kind of the sales related role. You are selling a patient, trying to sell them the fact that they can trust you, that you are an expert in your field. So it's not only essential to be an expert in what you do in terms of the academic viewpoint, but you also have to have a good bedside manner. You also have to know how to empathize and deal with your patients and give them the time that they need to be able to really voice their concerns and their queries and their questions, and have that patience to be able to deal with those in an effective way and communicate what is the best treatment plan, for example, for them, and build that trust. Because there are a lot of doctors out there, there are a lot of health professionals out there, and so you really need to look at what is going to differentiate you and make you stand out to help build that trusting relationship between you and your patient, to ensure that loyalty, because patient loyalty is of paramount importance in this day and age.
I can't agree with you. Maha, that's amazing. All right, so anybody watching this, where can we find you in Dubai and in Abu Dhabi?
In Dubai, we're located in Dubai Healthcare City at the moment. We are looking to expand. So hopefully, in the first quarter of next year, we'll have a second outpatient location. That's something we're working on slowly and surely. In Dubai, we're in Healthcare City in Al Razi building. It's building 64, Block E on the 3rd floor. We have the full 3rd floor. And in Abu Dhabi, we're located in the Marina Village, near the Marina.
And that brings us to the end of an amazing spotlight on Moorfields Eye Hospital with Maha Aboughali, who is the Business Development and Marketing Director. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for joining us. Maha, please have a great afternoon, day, morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you.